Good morning, this is Miss Barb. I'm glad that you came to Sunday school on the computer again. This has been a long time since we've seen each other. I hope that yesterday it was so nice outside that you got to be outside. Maybe you got to go on a little bike ride or take a walk. But today, did you hear those motorcycles? I'm at Stu's house and he's recording. Anyway, I have a question for you. Do you know what this is? It is a flashlight and it makes a bright light. Look at that. Is there anything else that you know of that can make a bright light? If you're in the dark, a candle can make a bright light or whatever. But today our story is going to be about a story about a man who has seen a really bright light. Now this story is about a man who had two different names. His first name was Saul, was Saul, and when he turned good after a while, his name was changed to Paul. So if I use Saul or Paul, you'll know I'm talking about the same person. But first of all, I want to tell you about this man named Saul. Does Saul look like a happy man? Does he look happy? No, he wasn't. There was a lot of people who loved Jesus, and they knew that Jesus rose from the dead. But there were some people that didn't like Jesus, and this man was one of them. And he was thinking, you know what? I'm going to ask the high priest if I can get a letter and go to Damascus, and if there's people there that love Jesus, I'm going to get them and I'm going to put them in jail. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring them back to Jerusalem and I'm going to put them in jail because they love Jesus. Jesus isn't real, he thought. He thought Jesus isn't real. So he went on his way to Damascus. The high priest gave him a letter and he went on his way. There he went. He had some friends with him, and on the way there, bright light, a very bright light shone down from heaven. And he said, oh, and he couldn't see and he fell to the ground. And he said, what is this? And he heard a voice saying, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Why are you hurting me? And he said, who are you? I don't know who this voice is. And he said, I am Jesus, and you are persecuting me. You are not only persecuting those people who love me, but you're persecuting me. You're hurting me too. And he said, oh, well, what should I do? And he said, you get up and you go to the city, and there you will find a special place, and you go there and you pray. So he got up, but he realized, you know what? I can't see. And so he said, well, how am I going to get to the city? And so his friends took him by the hand and they led him to the city. They led him to the city, and he went up to the housetop and he prayed and he prayed and he prayed. And he was blind for 3 days. 1, 2, 3. But in the meantime, there was somebody who lived in that city whose name was Ananias. And do you know what? Ananias loved Jesus very much, and he knew that Jesus rose from the dead. And he told people about it. And one day he had a dream, or the Bible calls it a vision. It's kind of like a dream that Jesus told him, I want you to go to a certain house in the city, and I want you to go and pray for Saul. And he said, oh, Lord, oh no, you mean that bad man Saul? He puts people in prison because they love you. Why would I want to go to him? And he said, Jesus said, because I want you to pray for him. I have a special thing for him to do, to tell other people about you, about me. And so he said, all right, Lord, I'll go. And so he remembered where he went. And so he knocked on the door and he said, I need to speak to Brother Paul. And he did. He spoke to him, and he prayed for him, and his eyes were open. He could see, and he was so glad, and he told people all about Jesus. And someday, you will tell people about Jesus too, because he'd be like Ananias, and he obeyed God. And so hopefully I will see you next week. All right, or sometime soon. I don't know. Goodbye. I love you.